Hey, gang. What's happening? Alright, so Crowfall. Pre-alpha combat test 2.0. There are about a few hundred of us that are in the pre-alpha testing. So there's not a lot going on just yet. They're still testing the combat mechanics. But we have reached the siege stage, so we get to test some of the siege equipment. And then just remember that this is a pre-alpha, so there's a lot that's going to be changing as the game development goes on. The coolest part about this whole development process is there's no NDA. They're even encouraging us to stream. Let me turn my light on, fix that green screen there. Bam. So let's hit into it. We've got about, actually we're probably out of this one already. It's probably the last match on this server, and then we'll be testing the West Coast server for another hour and a half. So I'll play my Ranger. We'll see the Siege Perilous. What it is all about. And if you're unsure, if you haven't been following Crowfall, or unsure what it is an MMO, kind of based on an RVR aspect, a lot more PvP. It does have PvE, or it will have PvE, I should say. But go to crowfall.com and check them out. It's Crowfall game. Let me make sure. Crowfall.com/en. Yeah, crowfall.com/en for English. You can get a lot more information there. You'll see some development that's going on, how it's going to be kind of like a ring world, where a darkness is spreading from the center and is taking over. The outer ring is the PvE area, where you actually can own parcels of land, construct villages and fortresses and whatnot, gather resources. The next ring in, I believe, is where kind of an RVR combat goes on. It's kind of like good versus evil, order versus chaos in that ring. Higher tier resources, but then whoever wins a campaign match gets a good portion of those resources to take back to your PvE area. Going further, and then it's the individual gods, so your gods represents whoever your god is. You're on that faction of a fight, so it would be like 12 different factions in that case. Going further, then I think it goes into guild wars, and then further in, it's like a free-for-all. You're right up against the darkness. Now, before this test, we were doing Hunger Dome, which is kind of like a Game of Thrones kind of thing. You get thrown onto a team, you race toward the center, because if you don't, the darkness will engulf you and kill you, basically. And then you fight the other teams, be the last to survive. There's mobs you can fight on the way that drop loot, or you could race to the center where there's a keep, get to the tower, and then there's loot and chests up above. So, Siege Perilous I have not seen yet, so this will be a first. Supposedly we get to test some of the siege mechanics, some of the siege equipment, the destruction of walls and such. And I don't think they've unlocked the Druid yet. I'm trying to remember, other than the Ranger is actually the newest. Before that, you see we've got a Legionnaire there. That's kind of like a melee healer. There's a Knight, which is a classic tank build because he uses sword and shield. There's a Champion, which is your like two-handed wielding weapon. Not two weapons, but a two-handed big wielding weapon. He's like your big DPS, melee DPS. You've got your Confessor, which is your caster, fire. I'm trying to think of what else, if that's it. I think that's it for now, just those 5. So, but there's more coming. The next one that'll be available is the Druid, which is a good focus support healing character, so I'm gonna definitely check her out. Although I was surprised. I did like the Legionnaire. That's the Centaur melee healer. I'm typically your range kind of person, but I enjoyed playing him. I did play the champion, wreck some face. You got to get to know not just their abilities, but there's some different combos and how you use those abilities that really help out. While we're waiting to see if this route takes off. Oh, there it goes. We can check chat out, see what's going on. That filled up quick. The round must have just finished somewhere. 10 seconds. It's been a while since I've played the Ranger. The last test was like 2 weeks ago, and I was doing the champion of the night then. Pull that. Ooh, so there's the site there. Crowfall.com/en for English. Let me see how many of us are streaming Crowfall. So last time there weren't many of us. A few hundred testers. There was only like 5 or 6 of us. Maybe 7 that were streaming Crowfall. There we go. We've got 10 this time. Alright, so Ranger, I remember we have to go in our inventory. Equip those arrows so we have ammo. Find gear in the armory. Defend the Tree of Life. Destroy the baneful trees. Prevent casualties. Okay. Are those players? Yeah. Looked for a minute there. It looked like everybody was smaller than me. Oh, this is large, faction based. This isn't like small teams. This is huge. I was hoping that would be interactive. Go to the armory. Crushing weapons. I don't want crushing weapon. Slashing weapons. I don't want slashing weapon. Range weapon. There we go. Why would I? Other stuff's in my inventory. Oh. So you can sprint, it takes up your stamina, and when your stamina runs out, you slow down. There's combat mode. You don't move as fast when you run. And out of combat mode, you move much faster.
Once.
Basic attack is a hold down charge, but you can just fire it fast. You just won't do as much damage. Hold it down though. So apparently we're defending, I'm guessing. Inside and up if I can. Up on the battlements. That's where I should be. Get out of combat so I can move faster. The heck was that? I don't know, but apparently I died. It says I'm respawning. Okay, out of combat. And run. So that's the tree we should be protecting. So I believe they have a keep with their blue tree. So we can go find it. Seems like they were on us pretty quick too. Must be the blue tree.